Hey, well, World Entertainment, and some more interesting news regarding Masters of the Universe. The live action, of course, that is. More specifically, Dolph Lundgren's Masters of the Universe, because Lundgren has said he would come back to be Old Man HeMan on one condition. That's right, Dolph Lundgren wouldn't say no to playing Prince Adam once again. Let's have a look at this. Well, Dolph Lundgren is known for many iconic tough guy roles, and he continues to deliver his particular brand of muscle man action in his latest movie, Wanted Man. However, there is one role that everyone remembers, whether it is because of the film's cheesy 80s vibe or the leading man's lack of clothing. That is the role of HeMan, which he played in the 1987 live-action Masters of the Universe movie. But with a new He-Man movie still bouncing around in development hell, could the mighty Swede return to the franchise? According to Lundgren, it would all depend on one thing: extra clothes. Lundgren's connection to the Masters of the Universe franchise goes beyond just his role in the 87 film. The movie, despite its mixed critical reception at the time, has since gained a cult following, with Lundgren's portrayal of He-Man being a significant part of its enduring appeal. His physicality and presence brought the iconic character to life, creating a memorable image of the hero from Eternia. Even if its tight budget and story changed from the well-known toy line and cartoon series, made it a disappointment for many. In a recent conversation with comicbook.com, Lundgren was asked whether he would consider pulling out his sword one more time, and his reply was perhaps not entirely serious, but did pose an intriguing possibility. He said, "An older He-Man, I don't know, as long as my costume can be a little more substantial. It was about the size of a stamp in those days. I think I just have to add a few layers of costume." So he's basically saying, yeah, do it as long as I get a few more layers of clothes. And the funny thing with Masters of the Universe, the original movie, and a lot of people didn't realize at the time exactly who was in it, whose careers kind of started off in that movie. Not just did it kind of put Dolph Lundgren in the spotlight because it was like, I think it was his first major leading role in Hollywood, but none other than Courtney Cox, that's right, Monica from Friends, was in this movie. She was one of the leads, as well as Robert Duncan McNeil, who Star Trek fans will know obviously as Tom Paris from Voyager, and of course his earlier character, which was basically Tom Paris in TNG. Those two got a start in that movie. But, and you don't really realize it until you go back years later and watch it again. You go, oh crap, they're in it? I grew up with this movie. And I also grew up watching He-Man the cartoon and stuff. And I was a massive He-Man fan. Hate what Kevin Smith has gone and done to it. And of course, this was one of the OG movies that ended with a cliffhanger post-credit scene, which was Skeletor coming back up out of the water after being thrown down what seemed to be a deadly pitfall that would end them. The only thing a lot of people really criticized was the fact that it didn't take place on Eternia, that it came to Earth. That was mainly the argument people had when that movie originally came out. But would you be interested in seeing Dolph Lundgren suit back up as Prince Adam, He-Man? And if they did it and had it take place on Eternia, hell yeah, why not? I don't know whether you'd get the likes of Courtney Cox and whatnot back. You wouldn't need them. But just stick to being on Eternia. Have Battle Cat in there and stuff. There's a lot you could do. And of course, we did see the announcement for the newer movie they wanted to do and who they cast. And as soon as people saw this little whip of a dude that they'd cast. Everyone was like, are you serious? That's meant to be He-Man? He's gonna have to take about steroids for 3 years just to be the size of one of He-Man's abs, never mind his entire build. And Lundgren still has a good build to him. You know, he's still working out. You know, he's probably not as agile as he was, but he doesn't have to be the focal point. You could always have him kind of be the teacher to a newer Adam. I know that would annoy a lot of people, but there are ways they could do it where it works, where don't take the focus completely off of him. You know what I mean? Don't like relegate him to the background and make the younger version be. No, you have him still be He-Man, still having to save the day. And it's quite telling that we're all kind of looking at these guys and saying, yeah, bring them back for these movies. Like we're looking at now Dolph Lundgren saying, yeah, come back and be He-Man. We're looking at Arnold and we're still praying and hoping that we get King Conan. You know what I mean? And yeah, we still want more Rambos and Rockies from Stallone and all this stuff. So it's definitely interesting. Just give the dude a few more layers and he'll come back and be He-Man. I thought that would be an interesting little story for y'all. So, like and share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You know the drill. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.